for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really...
First carry for Chris Ivory. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
To throw here. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go!
They'll drop the throw.
Touchdown.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
Let's go.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Get it going. We can't do it.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory.
How'd you cut up this
the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Eat grass, trying to die.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time.
He went back.
He's
He
going to
had
be
it.
taken down here with a
He had the
penalty flag
lane.
on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They do get 9, but...
Dang, boy. That was a good catch. I waited a second later. Let's go.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. 2 minutes remain here in the...
Kind of glad that did happen, because I didn't think I was going to get it. I don't think they're going to let me get it. Stop right here, we'll be all right. Interception, let's go.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here we go.
We got to take these little run plays.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And across the field he goes and into Bengal territory. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Curley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not
and he got out, baby. Let's go.
10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this.
Touchdown.
They'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. Due to time constraint.
Let the time run out. I ain't called no timeout or nothing. True rookie mistake right there.
They start the 2nd half with a run by Ivory. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. He opted to go with a scramble.
Whoa.
Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well,
Hey.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And going over the middle here to Curley. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And an alley to run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running at him. He waited for
really
him.
illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? When we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
He got injured this time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Watch out.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Hit out of bounds, though, baby.
There and a 1st down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left.
Hate it, man.
Left side here, caught by Clay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap.
This man. Bingo, man. I ain't got had nobody over there. Right, that's what it is. We gotta pick up the best DN on the team. Dang! 2 drives I should have scored on. At halftime, I should have called a timeout. Scored on that one. Hey, I need to do where we started. Keep hitting us, man. Shit. Game time now. Let's go again. Never fails. 8-3 and out on the short side. At least. Get us one more touchdown at least. I mean, god dang. Hit the next play before it even says something. God dang. He's breaking 13-yard kick. Hold it. They got it all back. They got it all back. Touchdown. God dang. That's not through an interception, bro. What the heck?
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you
Coach
run
is
with
hot.
it. And you know you primed the pump
Dang,
all week
man.
in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.
Well, that
Only
could-
people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Look at your butt in the locker room, shaking his head. Made many mistakes as everybody else.